That's what I'm going to do. Go live. That's what I'm going to do. Voyons, je peux jamais être seul, zit. Hey, first, I appreciate it, man. Je peux pas te remercier assez, mon frère. Woohoo! Leia, you're supposed to be second. Where are you? Okay, I thought you saw her. I can't see her. I always call her Leia. I wonder if I should be pronouncing it Leah. I'm not sure. Hey, hello there, very beautiful Lisa B in the house. How's it going, my beautiful friends? UFOs in the sky. Nope, not a spy balloon. Not a spy balloon. I'm fresh out of a Pentagon meeting. Yeah, I had coffee with them. No, I was watching the meeting that the people of the Pentagon were having. A very serious meeting, and of course, some questions from some reporters asking exactly what just happened. This is very fresh. It happened a couple of hours ago. A couple of days ago, there was talk about a spy balloon. Don't forget the spy balloon. If it wouldn't have been for, this is a theory, for the guy in Montana that filmed it hovering, and someone in Oklahoma City filmed it also. Near bases, it was filmed. If somebody would not have mentioned that, would they have mentioned to us about the spy balloon? So it's very important when somebody sees something and they talk about it, that's probably the reason for sure why they mention it. As a matter of fact, the things that I saw on the moon, who knows what happened with the videos that I posted over the years and who interacted and what has happened. We'll never know when it's happening behind the scenes. Word for word, it's a UFO that they captured over Alaska. Now, here's the thing, it's not the same size. It's not like the big balloon, which, by the way, is on the verge of being retrieved. I think they only retrieved a couple of pieces because of the state of the water's agitation. They went down, the divers, probably SEALs, Navy SEALs, whatever. Navy people went down, military went down, the divers, to no confirmation that it was SEAL 10 yet. SEAL Team 10, we don't know yet. But obviously, it's someone capable that went down. They tagged all the pieces. And don't forget, at that time, there was talk in South America. There was one, and somebody said at one point that there was another balloon that was on its way. So this is over the territory of Alaska, over the waters, even though they're frozen and the waters are not unthawed. It was in American airspace. Biden administration was the one that administered the shoot down anytime there's danger for the American people. And here's the problem, it was flying at 40,000 feet. So that's a lot lower than the 60,000, 65,000 feet that the spy balloon was flying at. This object did not have the same shape. It was as big as a car. And they asked if it was an aircraft or if it was a spacecraft or whatever it was. He said, per se, it's not an aircraft, but it's a different shape, and due to national security reasons and issues, they're not mentioning it. Is there any danger? Obviously, it's not a good sign. And you're not going to tell us that every bloody balloon now coming from China is going to be off course. It doesn't make any sense. I don't see Leia. She's not even third now. I still don't see her. Crazy Music Jam is Eliel's Valhalla's channel. He's got a music set up. We're going to be playing guitar there. It's a channel for everyone to stop by to talk about music. If you haven't seen it yet, take the time to check it out. Eliel speaks French, but he also speaks English. Thanks, Lisa B. Hey, Jesus, bravo in the house. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, a jam-packed information evening, I guess, with what's going on. We don't know exactly what's going on. Sorry. We're a little carpet problem. We don't know exactly what's going on or who it is. It's not the same object. So the object they just found over Alaska is not characterized as the same spy balloon that they just got. It's something else. So it's called a UFO because it's an unidentified area, unidentified flying object. Now, what do you think the problem is if it's flying at 40,000 feet? right off the bat for me, I thought of the commercial planes. It's obviously what they mentioned too. The commercial planes can fly as high as 45,000 feet, dep- not just occasionally, often enough, depending on, if they're approaching or if they're flying faster than another plane, they can go up, they can climb higher due to storms, whatever the reason. So that is a definite, was a definite immediate danger for commercial planes. And of course, this is just off the coast of Alaska over an area where it's not unthawed. So they shot it down. And again, for the Biden administration that gave that order, would they have shot it down before? As for the spy balloon, why didn't they? Right? Why did they let it cross over the states? Well, because maybe they didn't know about it. The object, they are not confirming that it's from China because they do not know where it's from. So you're going to hear a lot of people saying and mixing all these events saying, well, it's just more spy balloons sent from China. They don't know where it's from. It was traveling northeast as it was approaching the coast of Alaska. So go on a map, go and see Alaska, the northeast, where it points to. It'll probably most likely point to Canada and the States again, maybe going over that same trajectory. I don't know. It was over the North Pole that spy balloon the other day was caught. They're going to be able to retrieve enough of those pieces to be able to know what it consisted of, that supposed weather equipment, which China still holds their end, saying it was weather equipment. Every post, every news media declared it as being a spy balloon, but this is not the same characteristic. So it's another object, and the object was traveling really, really low. Some people are saying, well, China's just not really scared of Biden and they're pushing the limits to see exactly what they will be able to do. Some people were saying it's a preemptive dry run of an EMP, electromagnetic pulse attack, which those who don't know what it is, just quite basically, it would black out and take out all the devices and whatnot. So a bit like what the sun can do to us. If it's not a foreign or adversarial country, like I said in the last couple of streams, the sun could also do that. Sun's very dangerous right now, and they just saw those that missed it in the last stream. There's a vortex that formed from a prominence, as they call it, a massive solar flare, rose up on the northern side of the sun, then was dragged really quickly into this vortex, spinning around. The solar winds are very high, over 400 kilometers an hour. And when that happens, well, we have a lot of weather patterns here and phenomena that are unpredictable, like what we're about to see here in Quebec again. Now it's very warm. I'm pretty sure our cold winter is over, and it was very short-lived. It was never before seen winter here in Canada. It's definitely going to be one for the history books. Hey, Bobana, Mr. Peter Benton is here. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Let's talk the late stream. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff is happening. Again, there's a fast-moving UFO. I think it's over USA. They're right now, they're processing it. They're still progressively following and watching this object that's fast moving, a UFO. This at the same time that they just caught the days after they caught the spy balloon. Now another object the size of a car, different shape, by the way, not the shape of a balloon, but they didn't linger too much when the Pentagon, that is, when the reporters were asking what's the shape. They wanted to know which airplanes were observing the object. He doesn't want to say any, whether it be due to national security reasons or whatnot. The Pentagon also said that they're spotting many objects in other countries globally around the world that they're not going to talk about because they don't want to leak out how they are observing these objects. So then a reporter turns around and asks it, where's this object coming from? We don't know. What do you mean you don't know? If you're observing globally objects all around the world and all of a sudden over the Pentagon, Oh, well, lo and behold, something's there. I don't know what the hell it is. It's it doesn't sound too good. What planes were scrambled to the area? Obviously, there were jets, American jets. We have an two F-22 Raptors that were scrambled to the area to shoot it down, and one of the Raptors shot down the object, the other one did not. Was there as a backup for safety or whatnot. So then the reporter started asking, well, to get to the point where jets were scrambled to actually go and shoot the object down, tell us what you know about the object. They can't talk due for security reasons. So what does NASA NASA, yes. What does China have up its sleeves? We heard recently that China and Russia are sort of leaning together on some issues, and that's going to cause a major problem since, of course, everyone's at war right now. So crazy stuff is happening. In Florida, Jesus Bravo says that the weather has been spontaneous. Yes, thanks for letting me know that, man. I appreciate it. And that's what all of you are telling me, that it's like pretty radical. It's eccentric. It's up and down. Jesus Bravo, you're gonna have some interesting an interesting event is happening on the coast of Florida. I don't know if it's a couple of hours ago that it happened, but it's a couple of hours ago that they're talking about it due to guidelines on YouTube and the suppression of freedom of speech. I'm very careful what I'm going to say. We got an immigrant boat, Haitian immigrants, illegal immigrants, that is, not people that are going by the border, right? Everybody loves immigrants when they come in through the border because they contribute to our culture and they contribute to the evolution of growing America or Canada, whatever the country that comes in. But these 114 illegal immigrants came in, or migrants, whatever you want to call them, from a boat off the coast of Florida, literally parked, I don't know, a couple of 100 feet out, started walking to shore, and people were like, oh my God. Like, that's pretty scary when you think of it. It's got 114 people winding up off the coastal shore of Florida. That happened a couple of hours ago. So, see, news is always evolving. There's always something happening. Pat, thanks, man. Thanks for being here, bro. Thanks for the contributions, man. All of you, by the way. Lisa, Elias, Karen, Pat, Gateway, Gate Smasher. Must be thinking of the Lunar Gateway. Gate Smasher, hoorah, in the house. Hello, everyone. And Bruce, it's been a heck of a week. Really has, I think, for all of us, but also in the news, if that's what you're talking about. Crazy shit's going on in the news. Yeah, man. Ils savent pas. They're not sure what they shot down. It's the spy balloon the other day they shot down. Well, just a couple of hours ago, over the coast of Alaska, they shot down something else. They don't know what it is. It's as big as a car. It was not as big as the other object, the spy balloon, probably not even the same shape. I don't know if they're going to let us know that. I overheard the Pentagon was talking about something that related to China, a paper. They wrote a paper about what's going on in China for the public about intelligence matters, but they said that that was the public version, not the private version. There's a private version to everything. The UFO reports have a private version. And when you listen to the recent UFO reports that came out, like many years after the Roswell report, they decided they're going to have a UFO report for the civilians. But the problem is they also have private reports, and the private reports is where they admit it, not everything, but probably certain things. They're trying to not have it put out in the media. Unfortunately, the media is so corrupt around the world. That's another major big problem. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Thanks for being here, man. Christopher Rollins. There's Leah. Looking forward to this one. Yes. A lot of cool stuff is happening. We're waiting to find out for that other UFO. Karen 18. Hi. Sorry if I'm skipping over you guys. Let's get with me on the community chat. Waiting for you. Thank you, Elias. Thanks again, Lisa B. Yes, Brian. Marcus, let's go, Brandon. Poor Brandon, the ice cream freak. David Donlin. I have a Let's Go Brandon flag here. I should fly it. Actually, that's the one right there. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Funny, but not funny, right? How did Alex Jones say it this afternoon? He goes, voting Republican, voting Democrats. He said, Democrats is sort of like they got shot by 2 shotguns. And he goes, the Democrats like they got shot by 200 shotguns. So he goes, which is better, right? Random Ralph is here. Morning, man. How's it going? Mods in chat. Hey, thanks a lot. Spy balloon. What were they really distracting us from? See, and that's what I always ask. Thanks, man. That's what I always ask every time they show us something that's going on, and it's always a diversion. It really is always a diversion. Oh shit! Look, there's a balloon in the sky. What's the balloon doing there in the sky? But remember, they mentioned whether it's be true or not. They mentioned there were 2 or 3 balloons. When they mentioned there were 2 or 3 balloons, you go, oh, so is that object over Alaska part of those 3 balloons, or is it another object? They didn't even confirm it's from China, guys, by the way. This object, Pat, the UFO and everyone, they did not confirm that it was from China, because a very good question came up from one of the reporters, which is rare because real reporters don't exist anymore. They're not real reporters. Right? They're puppets, lower grade puppets. So they turn around and they ask, how did you know that the balloon that was shot down was a Chinese spy balloon as compared to the object now? Why do you not know, or that it's Chinese? Like, how did you know that one was, and how do you know this one wasn't? They replied that they knew a lot about the Chinese weather balloon experiments, and that they've been studying this over the years, so that they've been tracking certain things and watching, waiting, and expecting for certain things. We can't say too much because, of course, national security. So this goes on and goes on, and he repeats himself like this, repeats himself like that. And for those of you that want to see it yourself, you can find it on Infowars.com or band.video, of course. Hey, His Highness is here. Bobana, thanks again. Leia. Nicholas R. Griffith, thanks, man. Why shoot it down unless you know it can't be trusted? That's true. It's a good question, Nicholas. But in reality, the problem is I think they were afraid in case that they were going to gather data. And I think that's the problem, because it went over near a base in Montana that had ballistic missiles in the ground, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And they don't want them gathering any information, I think. But it's true, why shoot it down if why shoot it down unless it can't be trusted? Oh yeah, that's I'm sorry. Yeah, unless it can't be trusted. Well, also, it could have been dangerous by shooting it down, not knowing when it was also. But for me, I'm happy they shot it down if it was coming from China, because for me, China, the CCP, the government anyways, not the people, but the government, are absolutely untrustable. Said today's spy balloon had explosives on it for self-destruction. Whoa, I didn't hear that. Well, that could be another sighting. Christopher Rollins, I'm not going to hide it, the White House confirms that it was a spy balloon that was shot down. So since the Pentagon just 2 hours ago mentioned that, well, actually, it was they talked about what happened 2 hours ago. So it was just a couple of minutes ago here, I think about an hour ago. They said they did not know if it was what it was. They did not know if it was from China either. So there's a couple of objects coming in from China and now another area. Here's another good question. A reporter asks, what other country is getting all these objects? Why is it Canada and the US that's getting all this stuff with Alaska? Why? You know, you're not going to say the wind is automatically bringing everything now all of a sudden from China here. So lots of weird questions we got to ask ourselves for that. Hey, thanks you guys for being here. Thanks again, Peter. Margaret Leach is here. Another balloon shot down, but what about the one spotted over mid-US yesterday? So, yeah, like I said, so it's not a balloon they shot down, even though it's complication. White House is saying it's a balloon. The Pentagon did not say it was a balloon. It was a different shape. It was as big as a car. They're not talking about the shape for national security reasons, but apparently it is not a spy balloon. But if there's another balloon that was shot down over mid-US yesterday, yeah. So that's the one that they did shoot down. That they confirmed that they knew it was from China, but they don't know where the other one was from. Again, except for it was traveling northeasterly over Alaska, just in the airspace, touching a U.S. airspace. Biden administration had it shot down. Thumbs up. Thanks, David. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Hey, thanks. House. Thanks for being a member, you guys. Daniel, thanks for being a member. Thank you. Great seal impression, yes. Thanks again, Daniel, for being here. The team is in. Hey, Jason John Swartz in the house. Guys, that's my brother's channel. He has a great channel. He works full time, but he wants to grow his channel, and for that, he's going to need subscribers, interest people that disagree with him. Go by and leave a comment. Just don't comment like like our little Barbie. But seriously, stop by, and if you're interested in his channel, you could also encourage him by subscribing to his channel, by listening in. We're all a family here. He's my brother. I love you, man. Nice to see you, man. Survivors. I wonder if it's unmanned. Yeah, that's what they say, man. National security. It's always the reason, their excuse for not bringing up exactly why they can talk about something. Well, national security reasons, we can't talk about it now. Or what they love saying to the reporters is, I'll circle back later. I'll get back to you later about in the private session about what that object was. It's weird they do that. It pisses me off that they do that, actually. Thanks again, Jason, for stopping by. Hey, Carol. Hey, Montreal in the house. Wow. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure getting people here from Montreal, but we don't have enough people here from Montreal in the community. Please, Carol, I hope you take the time to check out the videos. I got controversial videos about, with a large telescope, my 14-inch telescope, getting stuff on the moon that should be in the news, and it's not getting many views. So if you're into disclosure, into knowing exactly the truth is here without the explanation. That's what I say. I show exactly what's going on, well, not exactly, but a part of what's going on the moon without knowing what's there or who's there. It could be anyone. It could be anything. There's many theories. We know someone's there, though. Thanks for welcoming everyone, Elias. Elias is a French separatist? No. I don't think so. Elias is one of our best friends here. Vic Luke 72, Bruce Vision. That's what I should have called the channel. If he was a French separatist, he wouldn't be talking to me. There was a Gateway Pundit story in 219 about USA using spy balloons. I heard about that, the surveillance on USA citizen. That's another thing. Those balloons could be Americans spying on the Americans. I mean, hi, that would be satirical now, wouldn't it be? Dion for peace. For me, no footage. That's a problem. Always a problem. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Somebody says they got a UFO and it's an image. I have a hard time with that, without live footage. But they didn't show it. They showed us the other balloon, but again, that was Montana. Somebody from Montana that was able to capture that. Peace, love, and bang, bang, bang. Apparently, we in the US go from waiting a week to shoot down stuff to shooting first and asking questions later again. God bless us all. Yes, God save us all. Matt ST, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. They waited a whole bloody week for it to go by. Then they turn around and it's like, what the hell? Who else is here? Neuroofficial. The Chinese spy balloon had American parts. Wouldn't be surprised. Everything's made in China here. In Canada, too. Cosmic Wanderer. Thursday night, I watched A Bright Object for at least 10 minutes. I'm here in Minnesota. Interesting. I think some things are going on over you guys in the U.S. I have no sky here. It's pouring rain right now. Pouring rain. It's been raining yesterday. Raining now. Everything's melting hell fast, though. Veronica Padme. Hey, Star Hunter. Thanks, man. Veronica Padme. Hi, Bruce. Sorry I've been gone, but I do like to do that like button, and I appreciate it 100%. Suzanne, how's it going? I don't feel tardy, but I. Hey, gosh, this happened. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it happened a couple of hours ago. The one that came into Alaska yesterday, the spy balloon that was also shot down, happened yesterday in the afternoon. They waited a while for it for a couple of days. It was ordered by Biden Wednesday to be shot down, apparently, and the Pentagon or the military, whoever replied to him, told him a couple of days ago that they were going to wait because it was a danger, because it was over, civilians are going to wait till it gets off the coast of North Carolina, hit the ocean, and then hit it down. They did it. Now they tagged the objects, went down, and they brought up some objects, and they're going to bring the rest up. That will be sent to a laboratory in the States to thoroughly investigate exactly what the capabilities of the spy balloon and satellites were. So that's what we're waiting for. Thanks, Veronica. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, mods, for all the work you do to protect the channel. Hey, Forest Disclosure 818 in the house. What's up, my man? Yes, a Chinese balloon. Glamo 68. They know more than they'll ever tell us. You can be sure. When they tell us something, it's for a reason, because they're trying to hide something, or they were forced to come up with an answer, a comment on the subject, the situation. But that's how it is. Yeah. Cosa Nostra. Yeah, that's a good one. Absolutely. stick them in the balloons, bring over the migrants in the balloons, or it's a hell of a good way to drop off the fentanyl and heroin and everything over the border with the balloon. Lots of things that can be doing, eh? Hey, Peter, thanks a lot, man, for the generous contribution, brother, as always. Imagine if they sent fake suns over as some kind of weapons. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought of that too. It's just what they remind me of. I care fund. Thanks, man. So you can keep on seeing all. That's thanks. I appreciate that, man. Love you for it. That's a good one. What you mentioned. Now, listen, those suns, maybe they can expand and contract. Maybe they can turn the core off. It can become really small and float by. Then all of a sudden, it just beams back up. Did something replace the sun? William Shuttle said it the other day. Maybe they came and towed the sun away and brought another one there. We know China is sending up fake suns now. For real, they're testing it. They say it's going to take 10 years for their sun to be functional, but I digress. I beg to differ, actually. J.L. Gibbo is 61. Yes, Project Bluebeam, another very liked project that we talk about often here. Could all have to do with that, too. Could be ongoing still. Sugar Bee in the house. As always, thank you so much, Sugar Bee. I'm in the USA, says Veronica. And the Pentagon, in my freedom of speech opinion, is doing this to us. Yeah. They all need to be fired immediately. The United States government, people, in my opinion, go, yeah, the gov. Definitely. It's a takeover, eh? I'm not going to hide that. You're right about that, Veronica. Hey, Joseph, I agree with you, man. Damn right. It's about time for another Roswell. I think it's going to happen, too. I really think it's going to happen. Well, we heard about them shooting down a UFO with a tracer or whatever, a missile over, was it Russia? Ukraine? I think it was over Russia. And it went through the light fizzed out, and it was like, okay. Maybe there is already a Roswell that happened or even recently happened, and that, again, they're going to hide it, I wonder. Please, yes, the UFOs, please free humanity. We're tired of them. Yes, not telling us the truth. Thank you, Bruce sees all. Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, I think about it sometimes, Veronica, and when I'm outside, I actually say it out loud, literally say it out loud when I'm outside, and I'm saying, Earth is being invaded, and I ask the aliens, or if there are aliens, to come to Earth to save us from the nuclear disaster that they're about to cause here on Earth. Sammy M in the house. Thanks a lot. Yes, thank you so much. Back for another great chat. Eyes wide open. Thank you so much. Happy Shabbat. Hadn't heard that in a while. They're trying to identify military things for sure. I think so. And that exactly, they want to find out if it's an adversarial country, that's doing all this crap. It's getting pretty serious, I'll tell you that. We don't need China doing what Biden is doing. Biden, I like that one, is doing all by himself. Lol, yes. You hear about Fetterman? That's crazy. And it's not a joke either. Fetterman's in the hospital. He's dizzy, he can't stand up, and he's hearing voices. I'm not making this shit up. He's hearing voices, and the voices are like in the Peanuts cartoon, Charlie Brown, the teacher, when the teacher talks, or, when his parent talks to him or whatever, he calls someone, Charlie Brown talks to his teacher, and the teacher's like, so that's what he hears. He hears voices that are mumbling to him, in his head. So Fetterman is over with, I think. Didn't the balloon pass over Canada? Nobody from Canada government said anything. Maybe I'm wrong. No, you're absolutely right about that, Jason. Yeah, bro. They came over Canada. Either the government or CSIS or whatever in Canada, the spy agency, maybe they did mention it to the States, but our news media did not tell us about it. But apparently, no, there was no mention from Canada. Came in from the North Pole, went over Canada. I still don't know where, what region. If I'm not mistaken, I heard Toronto. It probably would have passed over our heads or something like that. And yep, they never mentioned it. So there's another balloon, if I'm not mistaken, that was spotted today in Canada, but that one I'm not sure about. But that's a lot of objects in the sky there that they're talking about. Thank you, Sugar Bee. Has anybody seen anything about the horns over Turkey before the earthquake? No, I didn't, but I did see over Turkey like a rose shaped object. They were talking about the possibility. This is a theory. I'm not confirming this. People were afraid that HARP had caused the attack after, I'm being careful because, they were supposed to join NATO. Remember the beginning of the war, they were asking Ukraine to join NATO. Russia said, don't join NATO because if not, we're going to attack. Then they joined NATO. But I think Turkey was asked to join NATO and they refused it. And the next day, well, they had that happen. So was it an attack, a deliberate attack done with HARP through the ionosphere? I don't know, but there's talk about it. It's scary stuff. I did a lot of investigation this week and studies and research on exactly HARP. There's, listen, they have the energy, capability, and possibility of using it as a weather weapon, dangerous weather weapon. But of course, HARP is saying that they're not. They're trying to say that they're there so that to help communications go better through the ionosphere or whatnot, and to the atmosphere, saying a bit of the opposite. But there's a lot of talk about what they're doing, and I don't know if you know it. We're talking about a $300 million investment or something. So it's not just studying weather. I don't think. Even some things I probably won't even be able to say here. Independence Day, like the movie, it's coming. Oh, it is. Yep. Take all the bad ones, keep us here. Yeah, that's another thing, get rid of the elites and all the bad people. And I think, I never thought I'd say this, but I think Earth would be better off if the elites were gone, if there wasn't a government. Back in the days in the far west, people said it was nuts. Everyone was walking around with guns and there were shootings everywhere and stuff. I don't think there were as many shootings as today. I think if everyone's sitting in a bar with their gun, there's not going to be a lot of people saying, "Hey, moron with the gun over there." People must have been a lot more polite to each other. Something happened, well, boom, somebody got shot. That's the way they took care of the law back in the day. I think we should go back to those days. Had a dream just last night, says Gaj, of a plane crashing, and I saw a plume of fire and smoke. Dreams mean a lot of things, right? And sometimes it's not necessarily always negative, but I'm really afraid with guys, and gals, it's crazy, right? Remember how we were afraid back in the past of a meteor, or we're afraid that the war would start, or we're afraid of a pandemic one day starting. Now it's all at the same time. Talking about things that are coming to Earth to hit us, and meteors, and the core has stopped, by the way. It's stopped. The core inside of Earth is not moving, but humans don't know anything about the interior of the core. They don't even know what it looks like or what it is, as a matter of fact. All they know is it's hot. They say the moon doesn't have a core. Well, it's hot inside of the moon. I wonder why. You'd think it would be ice, right? But it's not. U.S. announced today they shot it down over Alaska earlier today. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know, Sugar Bee. The weather balloon. I think they are here, Danielle. Daniel, yeah, they're here for sure. They're here. They're here and they're watching what they're doing. They probably even already talked to them. China's Chinese lanterns game has really amped up. Yeah, it's gaining a lot of popularity. Jamie, welcome. Nice to see you. China should have got on the phone if the balloon went rogue. Hey, if not deceptive, Jamie, I mentioned that just in the community the other day. I agree with you for that. All they had to do was to call Canada and the States. Didn't even have to call any other country, just one country, and warn them. We have balloons that are going off course. Do not worry if you see one of our balloons going over your territory. You can let us know where it is or whatnot. And maybe they wouldn't even have shot it down. I would have shot it down, though, the minute I see those bloody balloons from China. Margaret says the UAPs spotted from the ISS by Mary Hall were fast tracking to Antarctica just before first balloon enter America airspace. Interesting, indeed interesting. Maybe that's the event that I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, Margaret. They just said there's another event happening, but it's being assessed right now. They're just assessing it. We should find out. It is a little bit late, maybe only tomorrow early morning that we could hear about it. A fast moving UFO. I'm not sure if it's over the States. I think it is, but I'm not sure. A lot of UFO sightings have been coming out over the States. It's crazy. Connie Baker, how's it going? Hey, thanks a lot. SLCUT in the house. Which is Southern Lower California and Utah. No, I don't always get the abbreviations right. Sorry about that. Brian Smith, distractions while, yeah, CBDCs slowly move in. That's how it is, eh? Yeah, I'm totally against those CBDCs. Digital bullshit currency. Yes. Biden went up and popped the balloon with the needle with his jetpack suit. Do you think he could even get off the ramp with a jetpack suit? I'm almost sure he couldn't. Maybe he sent his son up, Hunter Biden. John Moravec, how's it going? I think they shot it down. Yes, absolutely. Second object shot down today, which is not characterized as the Chinese balloon. Imagine. We have the spacewalk of 14 or 15 astronauts today in China. For those that didn't know, in Tangong, they went out to prepare, I don't know, their biological weapons, I guess. Who knows? They're not up there having picnics. I think so, Suzanne. I think they are trolling us. Or maybe it's something even more serious than that. 8:12. Well, at the moment you asked me, I was live for about 12 minutes. So yeah, I'm only on my first hour here, actually. Today in New York, it was over 60 degrees. Wow, a sunny, truly beautiful day. So see, that's like here. We get about the same weather. It was beautiful here too, except we got rain all day, but it was very, very mild. Things are melting. Our cold winter is absolutely over. We won't be seeing it anymore. Orpheo Trestrella, thank you very much. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Hey, George, Klaus, nice to see you, man. 50 miles west of DC says beautiful weather. Right on. Here, too, very nice today. Our sovereignty is back. We inherited this land we're on. Remember that. Oh, yeah, listen. Nothing they can do. The only thing that's going to take away your sovereignty is the San Andreas fault, if ever it acts up. But even so, people are even going to live through that. You got to go to high grounds, though, when the water hits and shit like that's going to get pretty crazy. Sirener says, anybody see the Hawaii? I was going to talk about it a bit further in the stream. I actually forgot about it. Anybody see the Hawaii laser lights from space? You know what that is? Turns out, as you probably know now, it's bloody Chinese satellites over Hawaii that were spotted with laser beams going downwards, one behind the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, what do you think Hawaiians are thinking right now? They saw a Russian battleship go by a couple days ago, probably still even there. And they see that. I mean, that's crazy stuff. Really crazy. Jen, thanks for coming back. Interesting. That's the location. It's Alaska this time. Yep. Alaska. Very interesting. UFO Sport Edition. It could be, absolutely. Yep. You don't know me says distraction from the chunk of sun that broke off today. Stories are pouring in left and right. Absolutely. And I was saying, you don't know me. Thanks for being here. Yeah, the first stream I was mentioning all the bull crap of what people are saying. You know, there's rumors about the core. You know, having theory is not a rumor. Anybody can have their own theories, but people are confirming some really, really crazy stuff. You know, apparently. But it is troubling about the sun. New predictions for, hey guys, leading up to 2025, it's going to be at its peak. We're years away from 2025. Can you imagine how the sun is going to devastate us with all this weather phenomena? Every single one of you here, have told me that your weather this year, even other years, but especially this year, is completely haywire. All of us, we're all over the globe. We got people in New Zealand here, in the States. We got people from Sweden that come here, and it's Netherlands and everything. It's all over. Germany, UK. The weather is completely crazy. It's ma'am. Jeff Walker in the house. Big hello to you, brother, and all in here. Thanks, Jeff. Again, so much, man, for being here. I appreciate that. When I heard about this shooting and they didn't say it was China right away, I thought this could be a UFO. Justice 7CA, listen, you're smart to think that. It's what I think too. They did declare it as being a UFO because they didn't confirm that it was a balloon. They didn't confirm it was from China. Now, here we go again with objects being called balloons, right? Did they do it on purpose? Remember Roswell? They said it was a balloon. Are they actually presenting balloons now in the sky so that UFOs go by and people say, I saw a UFO over Montana today? No. It's, if you were in Montana today, it's a balloon you saw. Just balloons. It's a big birthday party in China. Went rogue. It was a windy day. They didn't want to do the birthday party outside. No, it was a wedding. It was a wedding, and they let go the doves. The doves died because they hit into a truck crossing the highway, and the balloons, when the truck went by, sent the balloons upwards and over to the North Pole, and then went down to Canada because some ducks went by the balloons and blew it again even further south. They could tell us absolutely anything, and we can only laugh. We can say anything and everything we want against them, but it can't be proven. They have the last word. Anyone get the feeling the world is winding down and that we're close to closing? Anyone? In a way, I do feel that, but don't you feel the other pull that we made it? The Earth's suffering is over with, that we're going to cross over into the real new world, and not the new world order, but the real new world. Screw you, new world order. We're going to cross over and see peace, is what I believe. That's what I believe is going to happen. So right now, we're going to see for years, people in Congress being brought, to the stand and to being questioned. But they mentioned next year are going to be the arrests. That's when we're going to see a lot of people get arrested. Coffee, anyone? Well, I tell you, it makes for some really interesting stories. Those of us that are really into UFOs and that really wanted to have some truth about what's going on with the freaking come on, Bruce. I gotta get a new chair. I'm telling you guys. At least I can play with a smile. Some crazy stuff happening for UFO lovers. I'll tell you that. There's a little bit of water. Balloon was the shape of a middle finger. Possible. Maybe it was a middle finger. They shot down the new balloon, Domino's Pizza delivery. They're going green. They're sending pizza with drones up into the sky. That's a good one, eh? Watch One of the Dragon. Thanks for being here. Michael Roberts, what's up, Bruce? Real eye on the sky guy. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Michael. I don't have any information for that. It happened just a few hours ago. A Haitian boat pulled up to the shore in Florida, the coast in Florida, and got out on this big slab of cement. It looked like there were some tourist areas there. I don't know the exact region. Eyes wide open. I saw that on Infowars.com on Alex Jones' channel. It could be on band.video also. At the same time, that's where I saw it. You can check that out there. And I don't think they mentioned where in Florida exactly that the boat came, but you'd think there'd be thousands of people in Florida there once they find that out looking, eh? Mr. Peter Benton, thank you so much, brother. Hey, me personally, I would have sent a couple of F-35s up and they could have just hovered there to get closer look. Absolutely, I agree with that. Take a real picture, make some real videos for us. It would have been not just necessarily for us, but in general. The fact they went over the U.S. from top to bottom says a lot. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you on that, Peter. 100,000%. Man, thanks, Peter Benton. But also, says Peter, was it a distraction from something else? It could be like, for example, if a submarine was coming in the ocean along the coast of Florida, just underneath the Haitian immigrant boat, they arrived there, guys, in a bad time. I don't know. What is it with people thinking the U.S. is free? I'm Canadian, and I wouldn't even dare cross over as long as Biden's there. It's a concentration camp. So is Canada, but so is the U.S. It's crazy over there. U.S. is such a dangerous country right now because it was taken over. There was a coup. I'm not going to hide that. We got immigrants coming over here, want to be safe for a better time. They come over, they cross over. Did anybody tell the Mexicans that they were Ving people and that it was harming people and that they can't, if they come into the States, they'll be held in concentration camps at the border? It doesn't make any sense. It was a front for something else. Human trafficking, whatnot, trafficking fentanyl drugs over the border. Crazy stuff. Definitely think it was a distraction, Peter. Thanks, man, for everything, man. And a lot of you agree with Peter also. I've been saying it too, that it was maybe a distraction. I'm in the dumps. My best friend just called me and said his daughter OD'd. I'm so sorry about that, Stargazer. Really sorry to hear about that, man. Holy shit, man. That's another thing, crossing the damn drugs over the borders that the kids are taking. They're too strong. I'm sorry to hear about that, Stargazer. Really sorry to hear about that, man. Yes, Hayden. I guarantee you, brother, the minute I get some more, still lots to review. The minute we get a sky, I'll be back out. Yvonne Sebastian is here. Hey, Bruce and Moon Peeps. Love you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry again to hear about that, Stargazer. Really sorry to hear about that, man. It's the Wild West again in the US and brings me back to the Bush era. Yeah, that's true. We just blast everything out of the sky. Isn't it true? That's what we do. That's what they do. Damn right. Thanks, Margaret. That was very nice of you. Felix Charbonneau, how's it going? Looks here, no there. Look here, no there. Yes, exactly. That's what they're trying to do. Conan the Tartarian, pronouncing that right. How's it going? Hey, thanks a lot, you guys, for the condolences. We know it's a money world. Yep. We humans are 9999 born crooks. Yep. Liars, sinners, haters. It's true. We all know this. Absolutely. The world is lost. The young are heading into what? Oh my gosh. I never thought I'd say it, but I think they're going to be worse than us. I don't see a future either. I see a very aggressive, brave, kids are grabbing guns and stuff like that at a very young age. You got kindergarten kids now killing teachers and stuff. Never before seen. Don't really think it has anything to do with the video games either. Most interesting thing about maybe it doesn't help. Most interesting thing, I heard the State of Union also address was Harris's neck. Look up any video, and when she's visible behind him, you'll see it. It looks like a reptile is within. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, she was just on the left of him, up and back. She's the one that kept standing up in the bloody air, kept standing up for everything he was saying. You see how he corrupts the people? Turns around and says the American people come first. And he turns around like literally like he's taking the side of the American people. I don't understand it though. Americans aren't dumb. Like nobody's dumb. Not label. Just fuck the labeling. I mean, excuse me there. Like all people or American people, all countries have got smart people in Somalia, for Pete's sakes. There's smart people everywhere. Is it really just because we're all afraid to get arrested and shit? You know, I don't know. I'm wondering. Hey, Crazy Music Space Jam. Aleos, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Aleos, il va y avoir un party, ça a l'air, le 17 février. Hein? À Ottawa, il va y avoir un autre convoi qui s'en va là, une autre protestation, manifestation. Puis d'après moi, ça va être pas mal plus féroce que le dernier, selon moi. Thank you, Crazy Music Space Jam. Les deux contributions. Puis l'autre aussi, thanks, man. Yeah, deep state or what's left of them. But that's very true, Sugar Bee. As discouraged, merci encore, Léos. As discouraged as we are, we're getting ahead. Like, honestly, good is winning over evil. There's a lot of people that are getting hurt in the long run, but it is happening. Seed Sun satellite for Feb 3rd. You will see alleged piece of the sun. If you look at Seed Sun satellite that is orbiting the sun's north pole, is the same wheel we see before, but this is no internal cam reflection. Oh yeah, there's no reflection there. This is never before seen. It's the first time this on the sun. It's the whole size of the effing top of the sun, where you have this fire NATO going by literally going one end of the other to the sun in a matter of a second, spinning around. I don't know if it continued on or if it stopped or if they observed it for a while. But yeah, some crazy stuff. Yvonne, thanks again for being here. Rusty, peace in the house. Where did the wicker basket go? Yeah. The stratospheric collapse due to atmospheric compression since rapidly weakening ionosphere. Lots of reasons why a whole bunch of stuff is going on. Why did the magnetosphere collapse? Why did the ionosphere have problems? The stratosphere, this continual problems around Earth. And listen, they are playing with fire. The ideal is to control the weather. China, shitheads, government is controlling the weather, and they're heating up the atmosphere in certain areas around Earth. I don't get it. They're trying to block up the sun so that it'll get colder, and here they're heating up the atmosphere around Earth. We live in a very crazy, crazy world. Yeah, that's right. They never let a good drama go to waste. Yeah, basically something in that region. Watch Woman of the Dragon. I'm afraid that is true. The sun is literally on the verge of blowing up, and if it blows up, it could be facing Earth or not facing Earth. So, thanks a lot, Backass. Words, weird world. Thank you. I appreciate that. That could be Julie K. It could all be a smoke screen. You're absolutely right about that. It could all be just a little game that everybody's playing. I'm going to scroll down here. What's the time frame? I'm still late, but I can't. Today or Tamara. I love the name. From what I've been reading, at 40,000 feet like today, or 60,000 feet like the one a couple of days ago, yes, you wouldn't be able to see these at all with the naked eye. That's way higher than commercial jets. It is, but it's as big as 3 buses. So 60,000 feet, as big as 3 buses, you would see it. So don't forget. Hey, thanks, Sugar B. I appreciate that. Thanks for subbing to Jason. So 60,000 feet up, 3 school buses with the naked eye would look like a tiny bird, probably, and maybe not be seen. But it was seen apparently by the naked eye, and that's why the camera in Montana was able to capture it. And when you see how he was able to capture it close enough, 60,000 feet is high, but an object as big as 3 buses that is white and reflective, it could be visible. But I hear you, though. I hear what you're saying on that. Delays in the house. Yes, thanks for making it to the live, my friend. 1962 Impala. Thank you so much. Hey, that means a lot. 1962 Impala. Thanks for the generous contributions. Says, I appreciate you and all you do. I love you for it, my friend. Thank you very much. Can't thank you enough, guys. That is very thoughtful. Every cycle turns darkest before dawn, and that's when we quit. Right when we shouldn't. Right about that. Thank you so much, Lisa B. Appreciate that. I missed the first live because of a blown water heater. Ah, damn. Was a bit of a mess, but we're putting in the new one now. Oh, wow. Um, uh, did your water heater bust 3 days ago? I, I I probably just sound like a nut, but I've experienced several devices being destroyed because of the sun in my own home. And I tend to think people really wouldn't be able to pinpoint that or prove it, but sometimes the energy surge, it can happen. Like, did you lose electricity recently or something like that? I'm sorry that happened. Always money, eh? Everything costs so much money, Lisa B. Thanks for being here, Lisa B. Cindy Krause, nice to see you. Hello, all my friends. And is the Earth surrounded by thousands of satellites? So crowded, any concern? Elon Musk says that it's we could be compatible with billions of satellites. I don't believe it. Around the Earth. And you know what? There are not as many satellites as people think that are around Earth right now. It's a bit of a controversy. As a matter of fact, I would tell you you're going to have a hard time finding out how many satellites are around Earth. But I'm going to tell you there's not 5,000 satellites around Earth. I would say there's about 2,500 satellites, maybe 3,000 satellites. These satellites are very high in altitude. The mirrors are turned away from Earth, and they're going to be near impossible to see. But imagine the satellites having to, be over a certain height or under a certain height of the debris. And again, like the last stream, Lisa B and everyone, if you haven't heard, well, there's a second explosion of a debris field that was caused by a Cosmos Russian rocket that's filled with chemicals leaking into space. Even the propulsion system itself could have possibly exploded without having confirmed it. It was one of the theories, I think, and it caused a debris field again of more objects. And China that spreading debris. We have Russia that's spreading debris like crazy, like wildfire up there. These guys, horrible what they're doing. Sorry, I had some olives. So thirsty now. Yeah. Mark, that's the best thing I heard all day. Honestly. Right over Jinping's house, too. Drop him in his pool of koi or something. You just know that he has a pool with koi fish in it. I know it. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming. Load a bunch of balloons full of dog crap and fly it over China and let them shoot it down. Absolutely. That with a bunch of empty beer cans, Baking it up, my friends. Pat says this is all part of the plan of the World Economic Forum and NATO to keep people living in fear so they can launder our tax money. Well said. For their agenda. For the agenda, the 2030 agenda. Absolutely. Hey, super cool about that. Cherokee Nation in the house. I have no idea, and correct me if I'm wrong. Is the Cherokee Nation a nation that's in the United States of America, right? I could be totally wrong. Sorry, guys, about it. I want to know, though, because I was hearing just recently about the Cherokee Nation, and I thought I'm probably mistaken, but I was thinking they were in California. If they're not, sort of wanted to know. Cherokee Nation, peace and love to you guys, my friends down there, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Lisa B, thank you so much for the generous contribution, you guys. Thank you so much. Thousands of balloons, but real satellites, I'm sure. Could be. Hey, thank you so much. Cherokee Nation is in the house. Always a pleasure. Legendary. Hey, Bruce. Love you, bro. Seattle here. Yes, thanks a lot, my friends in Seattle. Jimmy Choo Choo. There's a dude on this platform who uses forensic cameras to capture anything in the gamma spectrum. And no matter where he sets up in the world, he catches these tic tacs in gamma frequency. Is his name Bruce? No. Yeah, I believe it. And that's the thing, eh? The different our eyes, it's the wavelengths. Because of the wavelengths, we can't see what's in our house right now. Actually, I believe there's different type of living organisms all around us that are like flying around like jellyfish all around us, right? I believe that 100%. I believe that some people already know about it and have the capability of viewing it with different spectrums, of course, different nano meters and wavelengths. How come I'm watching you on TV? It doesn't show me in the room. How come when watching you on TV, it doesn't show me in the room? That's weird. Maybe because you're not in the video, Kermit? Kermit Clemens is here. Yeah, damn money hounds for sure. Hey, Bruce is going to be on. Thank you very much, Leah. Bruce, Leah or Leah. I've always been calling you Leah, and I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. If it's more Leah that you're used to having it pronounced, let me know. I'll go with Leah, I believe. Hey, Bruce is going to be on Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003, February 16th at 3 p.m. Please don't miss it. Bruce is so fun to watch on an interview. Thank you so much. I like having a little bit of fun. Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003 is a really cool guy, too. We have a lot of fun when we have the interview. Thank you so much, Leah. How thoughtful you guys. I love you for it. We have tech and we are up there, but not as much or as easily in my judgment. Well said. I'd agree with that. You're talking about the moon. Those green lights people saw the other night was also from China satellites. Yeah, you said it. I just read it also. It's from Chinese satellites. It was seen over Hawaii and maybe some other areas, Kermit, but where the article that I saw, this is also on Alex Jones. Actually, I saw this. There's an image there also, and you can see the same green as you would see in an aurora or borealis. Well, borealis is in the north, whatever or wherever you are looking at an aurora in the sky, and the lines, big, wide lines, look like rulers that were coming down in the sky. What the hell are they doing? First of all, China takes over a pharmaceutical market, and all the bull crap that's going on, they have to be stopped. People have to take control back of their countries and retake the control of the governments and dismantle the big associations that have taken over in the coup. This is what has to be done. Until that's done, I believe that this is actually being done. Rusty Peace, what about all the Chinese balloon factory on the moon, Bruce? Yeah, that would not surprise me at all. As a matter of fact, they were laughing because they were saying China didn't talk about any balloons in their science projects or anything they were going to do. Isn't that odd? All of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of balloons coming from China, apparently, but it's over Canada. What did it do? Jump from China to Canada? It didn't go over any other country. It just appeared from China over North Pole. Right. Maybe they're being launched closer. That's a scary thought. Maybe it is China launching these things from Alaska, for example, or from the North Pole themselves. Who knows? Hey, hi again, Susan. Thank you, Susan. 86 likes. We'll take it. That's better than nothing. I didn't even have supper yet, actually. Notice how thin I look? No, I guess not. I'd have to do that several more times, not have my supper. As big as I am, I like exercising. I like fasting. Thinking of crawl face today. I was doing some shadow boxing, boy. You know, you look at people doing it, but they do it in a way where it looks good and doesn't look all stupid, right? I started getting really into it, uppercuts and everything, side hooks and everything. Let's go. I was doing that for about an hour and a half. Yesterday, I went for a walk. I set up the telescope for nothing, put the 75 pounds of weight in, came back in. And today I had a crick in the neck, but I took 2 Tylenols and I'm doing better. But I think I overdid it with the shadow boxing. Hell of a good exercise. Crawlface does it. He has videos that he does that. This guy does it for an hour at a time, hours at a time. I don't know how the hell he do it. I wouldn't want to have get a left hook from him because he'd probably have a hell of an arm. Crawlface, if you're listening, we love you, brother. So let me scroll down here. Alias, excuse-moi, mon frère. Hey, Jesus, Murphy. How did you remember? It's coming, man. Happy birthday, Bruce. You don't make your 48 years old. No, I know. I look more like 50, right? I act like a kid. I know what you mean. My birthday is February 15th. What are we today? Oh, shit, in 5 days. Oh, thanks for reminding me. 48 years young. Started this when I was 41, 40 years old, actually. I have the same birthday as Galileo, February 15th. So that's sort of a cool thing. Me and Galileo share the same day. Yeah. What they did is they flew a jet really close to it, and the guy stuck his hand out the jet window. Pop. F-22 Raptors, two F-22 Raptors were there. Thank you so much, Lisa B. She says, Darla, baby, if you're watching, we love and miss you very much. Rest and get well, our beautiful Queen Mod. Thank you so much, you guys. I have a lot of Queen Mods here, boy, I tell you. And it's really nice, the beautiful words that you guys gave Darla over the past couple of weeks there. And she's probably missing being here for sure. Went through a hard time, but I do know for a fact that she's going to see some of these comments. So, and really appreciate them. Love you guys for it. Some of the small channels are the best ones, man. What do I watch? Bruce's live stream on February 16th. Margaret, it'll be on Jean-Claude, be on Mystic 003. What I'm going to do in a couple of days in the community section, I'm going to post it there. But I am going to write it in for you right now if you want to. Just jot it down. You'll be able to go and check it yourself, or scroll down in the community. I did post the link. I'm not sure exactly how it is, but I think it is like that. And that's the channel where you can speak to Jean-Claude or go and see Jean-Claude. He's also bilingual. He has a really good channel. Let's not forget the U.S. government claimed the Roswell incident was a weather balloon after initially admitting UFO. Exactly why I'm laughing so much about the bloody weather balloons. Prepare for life, Z. Vinny in the house. Thanks, Vinny, man. Appreciate it. Mr. Peter Benton, thanks again for that. 99 on red balloons. 99 red wine. Oh my God. You brought me back to my youth. Stay close to me. Hey, hey. Oh, the one. Yo, babe. Yo, babe. No. Okay. I'm not a rapper. Inform. You know, si deminis monica blayo. A leaky boom boom now. Take the mama si deminis monisa. Somoda malayo. Julie, the real stats in the house. Hi, guys. A bit distracted for a little love ya. What? Hi, guys. A bit distracted for a little love ya. Dropping links, though. Absolutely. Yeah. The only links we share here is a couple of our channels. That's it. Don't share anyone else's links. We don't give a crap about anyone else except for the ones in our family. Check out the Real Stats channel, guys. She's got everything. And who knows, there's maybe some drag shows, not the drag shows that you think, like drag strip shows. There's maybe some space launches. Who knows? Maybe she has, Ferrari videos and stuff. I wouldn't take the chance of not going to check it out. Am I telling the truth? Am I not? Just go and see her channel. All right, America was just a faction that installed the Mayo. Through the Yale he was initiated into. Sorry, I meant. If you look at and study history, you will see Crazy and Evil was released due to the pervertness that's been happening all over the world. It must be brought to light to be destroyed. That's the thing. People have to start talking about it for anything to happen. If people just keep hiding and not talking about it, or oh, the government's bad, yes, but don't say that because they'll close your channel down. No, it's the opposite. We have to all speak up and tell exactly what's going on. Dennis, it could absolutely be. It can absolutely be. Rico Seamus, 831. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You didn't miss too much, my friend. Talking about UFOs, fast moving UFO. We're still waiting for information about. I don't know. I think the US owns it. But now China, I think it was a deal like they have dibs on the people now. It's sort of very, very weird. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yes, as well as Canada off D hook in the house. Thanks again for being here. Anyone want some more coffee? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somebody gave a contribution and disappeared on the top. I thought it was my eye again. Oh darn it! I thought it was Lisa Eckerly. I'm gonna scroll down to see that right now. Oh darn! Oh boy! Well, I say if I have an eye problem like that and it only takes me 30 seconds or 20 seconds to bring it back, the unknown. It's not so bad. So that's why I'm going off screen, guys. I have a little bit of an eye problem. Allergies, screen, not burning my eyes enough, maybe. The screen's not bright enough like that. I'm go get myself some blue blockers. Lisa, I'm scrolling down here. We didn't shoot it down until Bill got the information he needed from his telepathy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised of that. Would not be surprised of that at all. Let me scroll down here. Robert's here. Robert, how's it going, man? Says the sky is falling. It could be, absolutely. Gary Chops here. Does the moon ring hollow? They say it does. They say it rings like a bell, and it rang for hours when they hit it with some really heavy stuff. It really does. They say that the moon would be hollow, and that's not just a rumor. Apparently, it's real. That's what they say. Yeah. Heartbrand for 3 solid days, pointed at Fukushima. And then on the third day, everything went to hell over there. That is another crazy thing. Those people in Fukushima saved the world from a catastrophic event. All those people that died, they stayed there. All those people that stayed there, that went there, that didn't leave when shit was happening. They actually saved Fukushima from being a lot worse than it was. It would have been a lot worse, but a lot of people died to save that place. Like Chernobyl, Fukushima. Imagine seeing, yeah, everything went to hell over there. Imagine seeing another thing like that, guys. That would be devastating. Let me scroll down and see if I missed Lisa here. Maybe I did. Something's telling me. Hey, guys. Hey, thank you so much here. Elias, Bruce's birthday in 5 days. Send him a present. Bruce swore. Hey, wow. Thank you so much. I'll leave that up for the rest of the stream. No, I'm kidding. Leah, thank you so much. Yes, if you guys want to become a patron, on the cover image where you have the image on my channel, there's a link off to the right is a patron link. And every video except for the live streams, all my regular videos, I always post a Patreon link in there. There's a thanks button on all the videos. You get to Christmas. You want to give $2 to the channel if you can. Not everybody's rich, so it's understandable that money doesn't grow on trees. It's a free channel, but thanks to the help of everyone here, keeping this channel up and supporting it, and I'm able to do this full time. I really appreciate it. Ding doing Balloon China. Elazar, thank you very much for being here. Hello, Mason Foundation. Thank you very much for being here. Easy, bruh. I've been looking into eye problems. I also suffer from the same problem. Teeth, gut, and eyes linked. That's too bad, eh? No gut problems yet. No teeth problems yet, except for my crooked tooth. I've always had beautiful straight teeth. Went to the dentist, and in my 40s, they did that operation where when they do a cleaning and you get older, they take off your gums. Excruciating headache. And I got one tooth way at the back removed because my teeth, okay, the roots of my teeth go up over 2 teeth. So if I want to pull this center tooth out in the front, which I will eventually, it overlaps the roots over 2 of the side teeth. So the molar overlapped the 2 other teeth in back. So, and my teeth are like ivory. I'm telling you, the enamel on my teeth regrows. Dentists had never seen that. I don't drink milk at all, never have. And he cannot get over how my teeth were white and how they looked like false teeth. Like everybody all my life were telling me all the time, Bruce, do you have false teeth? No, I don't. I was very happy about my smile. Still am, but not as nice anymore. So yeah, it's my birthday. You want to send me UFOs or UFO parts? Anything there? Free cruises, you name it. They say we can send a ship to Mars and the far end of the galaxy, but we can't see a balloon early enough to shoot it down. Absolutely. And we've seen the furthest of galaxies, and we know how the universe started, but cripes, we don't know what's inside of the core, inside of Earth. Not inside of the core. We don't even know what the core is. It's hot. That's about all the people can say. So did I miss Lisa Eckerly? Was I wrong about Lisa Eckerly? Let me scroll down here. It's the time marks there. No, Mr. Peter Benton, thanks again. I'm scrolling down. Fear not, Lisa, I'm coming. Gate Smasher 2, the Bacon Fund. Thank you, brother. Wilson Nightstand is here. Poof, I got a hair. It's in my face now. What a touchy day. Canada has shrooms and weed. Yeah, government sells it. Have it ordered right to your door now. Mojo B is here. Crazy music. Thanks again. I'm scrolling down here, you guys, because I want to see the contribution that I got. I'm sure from Leah. 9:03. It's 9:30. We're getting there. Wow, a whole bunch of people here. Jody, the unknown neuroofficial. Awesome. Welcome, Misty World. Lisa B, thanks again. There's Lisa. Hi, everyone. Hello to you, Lisa. I'm scrolling down because I'm positive that I missed contribution from you. There it is. 9:14, almost 16 minutes later. I'm very sorry about that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Matt, hey guys, I must be missing a whole bunch of things. It's impossible to answer all the comments, but I like trying. And that's a link to go see Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 03. That's where I will be. James Rich, how's it going, man? They just blew up Elon Musk prototype for a flying Tesla over. Oh, really? He came out with another flying prototype or something, eh? Yes, the Matrix is definitely what we live in. Thanks again, Lisa B, Lisa Eckerly, and Lisa B. What if balloons are connected to the gassy tick monsters on the moon? Can absolutely be. Everything that's happening now can be, from the people from the moon. Hey, JC Quadcopters, Puerto Rico, which is gaseous. Greetings to all here on the chat. Thank you very much, JC Quadcopters. Sorry for being so late for the hellos, everybody. Right on, Sugar Bee. And for everyone that I missed or didn't reply to, I'm trying to scroll down to get everybody, and I'm sorry if I miss you. 1,900 comments that come in the feed, and I checked to see, counted one day how many I had actually replied to, and I think I got up to 1,300 or something like that. Barry, I've heard that Oxford, England is now a 15-minute city based on documents in the government website. I don't like hearing that. It sucks. It could be, Sherry. I was hearing something like that. Absolutely. I was hearing something like that. Phone guy syndrome contract by phone on Swartz Brother channel. You have to burn sage and dance naked around your phone. Send pics here. Careful. Very careful. Okay. Somebody said something stupid like that to me one day, and I sent the person a picture of me nude standing in front of the microphone, blocking everything out like this. I was like, didn't get a reply back. Hey, thanks, Lisa B. Maybe a little bit this week. I've been doing not a lot of walking, but a bit more walking. Did a lot of the shoveling outside and stuff, but I'm trying to do a bit of the exercise during the day in the house. It's not something I hate doing, exercise. It's just something I don't waste my time doing, but maybe want to do it a little bit more. I've always been able to lose a lot of weight. I went from heavy to way down to 181 pounds. But there was one side, because of my eye that swells up. I have more swelling on the cheek and on the right side here. So I said, geez, felt really swollen one day. But I think I lost about 10 pounds in the past couple of weeks. Not more than that, though, in 2 weeks. But I would like to lose a bit more. Oh, goodness, if I lose 10 more pounds, you won't see me anymore. I could lose lots of 10 pounds many a times. And the bigger you are, the less it shows. A little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. I do a little bit of fasting also. Meaning I eat really fast. No, I'm kidding. Not a big eater. That's the worst of it. I retain like a camel. No matter what I eat, I think I just retain it. Well, you know what? I'm going to say yes. We're the 10th today, Lisa. I will, Lisa. We're the 10th today in 5 days. So that's actually, Lisa, Wednesday falls the 15th, I think, for my birthday. Yep. I will be on for my birthday. Gonna party like it's my birthday. I made my wife and I beef stroganoff for dinner. Geesh, a guy that cooks too? Hope your wife knows how lucky she is. That sounds good, actually. A little bit of Esca water. In French, they say Esca ta soif. Only a French person will laugh at that. It's really funny. But it's not funny in English. Thanks again, Lisa Eckerly and Lisa B. Pat, thanks again for the generous contributions, my friend. Thanks, man. You rock, man. That's right. I think you'd mentioned that. Lisa, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Your daughter, the 14th. Okay. So she's very sensitive, very loving. And I bet you when she was young, the guys liked her a lot. Why am I talking about this? Because someone that is an Aquarius is a very loving, and every Aquarius person I've met, I've always got along with them. And to the point when I meet someone and I go, holy shit, I get along with that person so much. When's your birthday? They'll go like February 12th or February 15th, about my days. So she's literally born on Valentine's Day. Wow. That spoils a Valentine's Day though. Depending on what you're doing and the couple or something. Space Jam in the house. Barry MC says, my brother lives in Oxfordshire, so I will have to ask him about that. Right on. It does sound yummy, Lisa B. The balloon had English words on it. Really? Not the ones that they just found, though. That's interesting, Skinner 67. Yeah, what do you guys think of the Earth core? Well, apparently it's been doing it several times every 70 to 77 years. The Earth stops. Now they said that it's completely stopped, by the way. It's confirmed. It's completely stopped. It started stopping in 2009, and they say that it's going to go back and reverse the other way. Now, I'm telling you, it has to affect the currents and the oceans, and will it affect the volcanoes? We can't help but wonder. Look at it the way you want. The core is stopped now and the sun is acting up. It's spitting off pieces of itself. And I went to see the sun for 2.5 minutes the other day. I was lucky enough to see the sun. Imagine 2.5 bloody minutes. Nice to see you, Mary McMahon. Thanks, you guys and gals. And to everyone that's a bit higher up in the feed that I scrolled over, I apologize for that. Kendra, welcome. Peace from Hezekiah Cypher. Thank you very much for sharing that. Static Bat says, I found an article saying they ball were not okay. The Blues were not from China. Do you think I can find that article now? Hey, okay, listen. I saw the same thing as you, Static Back. I confirmed to you that I don't know if that's why you're saying that. I confirmed to you the other day I saw the same thing. And during the stream, I wanted to share it. And when I went back to find it, I swear to you, it was no longer there. Not because I'm not stupid. I saved it, the search website link, and it did not exist. It was just inexistent. If you look on Google and say the sun spit out a large piece on top of the sun today, and write enter on Google, it's going to send you to a 2003 or 2009 post where they're talking about the possibility of a Providence, doing that. Very, very weird. I'm telling you. Katrina's here. Hello to you. Thanks, Katrina. Yeah, same here, Lisa. Seriously. But I'm happy. She should be back. I'm the king of queen. She's in the hospital, the unknown, but she'll be back soon. Had an operation. That's all I heard. That's all I know from it. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, I miss her. She's a really important mod here. Anyways, she's been here since the beginning of time. But I'm happy that she's getting everything checked. So we'll only know more when she comes back, unfortunately. That's my brother's link. Everybody, you can check him out. Jason John Swartz. Some interesting and controversial subjects, some funny subjects. Yes, he is. Us Swartzes can be funny and serious. Funny and serious at the same time. That's nice, you Static Bat. Yeah. She'll be very happy to read that and everything, you guys. Thanks for the awesome love. Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003. That's a channel that I'll be doing the interview on in a couple of days. Not the live sleep stream channel. It's real and stupid. 43 people are watching it right now. Well, at least 137. I have to thank the 137 of you watching the channel right now. If you're here, I love you to pieces, guys and gals, for being interested and looking at the videos, for trusting that I'm showing you the truth in my videos and that I'm not manipulating the surface of the moon. It's inevitable that the moon is inhabited. It's only a matter of time. If that ever gets in the news, it's going to change everything. It's going to change religion. It's going to change the entire system. As a matter of fact, that's maybe why they're not talking about it, I think. Jeff K, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, man. Thanks, Lisa B. Yeah, UB40 in charge. That's another guy that's interested in UFOs, eh? Oh, we never tried. We never tried. Jason and I, when life hit, we finished school, we got our first jobs and girlfriends, and that's it. Boom! Here we are now. Life goes by so bloody fast. Julie's in the shower right now streaming. If you guys want to go see her streaming, that's odd. Gate Smashers filming. You guys would like Julie's channel, The Real Stats Guys. Have a lot of fun with Julie. Big support of the channel, too. There's her channel right there. You guys can check it out. Please comment. Let us know you are there. Absolutely. And let her know if you like her videos, guys. Are you shaving, bruh? I wanted to let it go. I'm too chubby right now. So that'd be a good Chinese name, eh? Too chubby. My name is Too Chubby. Feeling stupid right now. I wanted to let it go, man, but I look big with my beard. I can't get rid of the pinch, so if I get rid of the pinch, I look sort of weird. I wanted to have the courage to keep some handlebar mustache, just like right down there, just to look at the trolls and say, what? It's a big handlebar mustache, let it grow really wide, like Hulk, like the Hulkster, like the 80-year-old. Thanks a lot for coming by, everybody. Celestial Magnetic is in the house. Thank you very much for coming by. As always, for coming back. You guys rock. Hey, Golden Giant 58 channel is here, and he's from Chicago. Thanks a lot, man, Chicago. Always welcome, you guys. Get a lot of cool people from Chicago also. USA started out my channel. First people here were people from the USA, and helped me grow my channel. Haven't had a sub in 1 month here. So if you're interested in the channel and you're not subscribed to the channel, there's no obligation, but I would suggest you to subscribe to the channel because I'll be trying to track down each and every one of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They better be subbed. No obligation to subscribe to a channel, but since the subscribers are not going up that much. But here's the thing: in 4 months, I'm said to be approaching 100,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you guys and gals. If I made it to 100,000 subscribers, there's not that many YouTube channels that have 100,000 subscribers. You'd be surprised when you look at the list of the number of people that do. So having a community, it's really therapeutic. You know, you're depressed in life, you're not talking to people, you're at home alone. Start a community. You know, if you can't take jokes, if you can't take criticism, if you can't take trolling of people that are going to try to shit on you, it's maybe having a YouTube channel is not for you. You have to be really, really accepting, and you have to let a lot of things go by. No one's there for you right off the bat when it comes to your emotions and feelings. Often, even though your community is an awesome community, you'll say something and you're like, wow, I'm all alone here enduring this crap with the trolls. And me, it's what builds my channel up even more. When I realized that the trolls were just shooting anything out there, calling me from, you know, pedophile to fat to black-eyed raccoon to there's nothing I haven't heard. Me, I laughed with it. I use it for my own laughter, like in school, right? No, I wasn't teased very much in school, but there's always this. Some of us sometimes have a problem with one person or a bully and stuff. And I remember a bully. Hey, Jeff, Jeff and Ryan, remember you guys? Well, I talked to them afterwards. These guys were the biggest bullies in school. I remember them coming to the bathroom every time I would go to the bathroom. Ryan and Jeff would have to come to the bathroom with me until I started talking to them and saying, what are you guys, a bunch of bags? What are you doing here in the bathroom? Coming to watch me go to the bathroom. And they would literally watch me over the top of the bathroom. So one day it was really a bad day for me. I did not have a good day at school. I still think of the teacher and I feel like biting his nose off. And because, you know, teachers are shitheads most of the time. So when I went into the bathroom and I heard these guys coming in, I decided to do something crazy. What do you think I whipped at them? Not going to say it. I waited for them to come into the bathroom. Come on in, boys. The minute I saw I saw his face over the edge, I grabbed some toilet paper, dipped it between my legs into the toilet bowl, and I went like that. And I remember it sticking to his teeth and wrapping around his nose. He was going, never came back to the bathroom with me ever again. We got in a fight in the yard, but it doesn't matter. I never came back to the bathroom after that. It was instantaneous. I said, he's still fucking there watching me. Grabbed the wet toilet paper. It must have been a whole handful of it. Dipped it into the urinal, into the toilet full of whatever, and just whipped it up at him. I remember him laughing, and I remember the toilet paper sticking to his teeth and wrapping around his nose. I'll never forget that. I saw him years after, and the guy apologized. And all I did when I saw him, I laughed and I went, he knew what I was talking about with the toilet paper wrapped around his face. Never accepted it. Do you think there's a giant? Why did I talk about that? I have no idea. Do you think there's a giant? Because I'm with my family. Do you think there's a giant buildup of dust upon the sun today when they said the top blew it? Oh, yeah. Blew up in space is no up or down, right? Well, yeah, that's right, Katrina. They say there's no up or down in space. Hey, thanks for asking that question. That's a hell of a good question. I would say yes. I would say there's an extreme amount of dust around the sun to the point where it would probably block out some of the sun, but it wouldn't look like it's being blocked out because the dust would be reflecting even more and the sunlight is just so bright. But I do believe that for sure, that there's a giant buildup of dust around the sun when that happens. There's always dust in space. They're called meteoroids. That is, I got hiccups. Jeez. That is what space dust is. Space dust that they want to use. See, space dust, they say, and lunar dust, even older. It says it takes so long for the lunar dust to accumulate. And this is what they say, because it's fabricated by meteors hitting the moon and becoming meteorites. And when there's an impact, well, whether it be true or not that it happened on the moon, when there's an impact, it causes glass. So the surface of the moon is very glassy and shardy, lots of shards of glass and stuff. Apparently, there's one astronaut that said that he was allergic to the moon when he came in and took his suit off and a little bit of moon dust fell on him. Now, can I ask you something? Why would moon dust be falling on people or even be moving around? Why would there be any atmosphere up there? Lots of dust up there on the moon. I filmed it myself. Straight up. Jake Whitaker, how's it going? Trump been talking for weeks about building an impenetrable dome. Aye, thanks for letting me know that. I did not hear that one. I know he's been going to town and campaigning and everything, talking against the Biden administration. He's doing good. I've been listening to a lot of what he's been saying. I really hope he wakes up when it comes to that he understands what's going on there with that. People were, he's not perfect on that side. I wish he would speak against it, but hopefully he's not just lukewarm and is going to come save America again. Right on, Clinton. Sugar crickets. This could all be a narrative they're pushing absolutely to get Trump reelected to build his impenetrable dome. See, that's an interesting thing. I'm very interested in that. Well, they're talking about moon bases and everything. They're going to be building something like that on the moon. You can be sure they're talking about inflatable. Actually, the Pneumo, Pneumo planet or Pneumoplanet or something like that company is working on building objects, blow up objects. So what do you think they're going to do? It's this dome-shaped blow-up object. They're going to blow up. They're going to go up there. They're going to grab tractors and just pour dust over it. Everything is going to be buried. I think here's the funny part. That's what I've been showing you guys for 6 years now, completed. The 7th year started now, okay, on the moon. And when they go over there, they're going to have to, you must agree with me, if there are people on the moon, they're going to have to follow the same trend and laws of everything there as for the building. And it's not going to look like anything because they're going to put friggin' dirt over top of it. They're going to put lunar earth over top of whatever they're going to build. Orfeo Tresha, thanks for coming back. I appreciate that. Yes, we do need coffee. RP, freedom all the way. Absolutely. The stealth blimp, or rather the lighter than air higher altitude platform, was originally controlled out from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in 1983, according to NASA contract. Is it continued? NAS 631-3131, which calls for the creation of a system which can move soundlessly through the air in the form of a massive blimp with various applications. Ooh, beyond level motion 2. Doesn't that sound a lot like what we just saw that was shot down in the past couple of days? Absolutely, eh? Katrina says, please bring me some coffee. Don't want to get up. It would be fun. We have to have that. A teleportation thing, send the bottle in the computer and have it appear somewhere else. Then they're going to come out with the models where they're able to transfer the drinks over to someone else's house in another country, except the drinks don't arrive, they're cold. Then they'll come out with a computer, have your drinks sent hot, and it can arrive cold through frequencies. Frequency is what will save the world, and frequencies is what will destroy it. What can destroy Earth can also save it. Pat, I can't thank you enough for that. Thanks so much for coming by, you guys. Oh, thanks, Leah. Yeah, I have a big problem with that. Always whistling. I'm whistling Dixie. When I always whistle, you know how we always whistle usually the same things all of our lives? Grandparents, we hear them whistle the same silly songs and tunes. I've done that a lot too. I whistle a song by the Mamas and the Papas a lot. Dry mouth, I'm not going to be able to. Sing that all the time. Walking around, you know. We always have the same little things. Whistling makes me happy. I like whistling. I'm a whistler. I want to thank you all for coming by so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Love you all for it. Generous contributions. The comments, if you're commenting, you're definitely contributing to the channel. Hello from freaky warm southern Alberta plus BC today. Nice eagle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Sound like Elvis. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is one I wrote back in 53. I feel like a dumbass tonight. Pouring rain tonight. Cross your fingers, guys. The minute the moon is out, even if it's this big, I'm going to jump on it with a 14-inch scope. I promise. We'll be getting more footage, but the videos will never stop here. I have a Patreon video, actually. I'll be getting up tomorrow, answering comments here. Thank you so much for the amazing support you're all giving the channel. I love you for it. Honestly, I do this full time, guys, and it's all and only thanks to you all. The channel's still up. It was life-changing for me when I found out what was on the moon. I cried. I went through tons of emotions. My grandparents went to church all of their lives, gave a lot of money to the church. I repeat, gave a lot of money to the church, and it wasn't the truth. And now the truth, I found out that it was a lie. The religion is a lie. It's a very scary thing when you think of it. Religious people aren't bad people at all. It's people that want to better themselves. But unfortunately, I'm just hoping that those people, religious people, aren't being indoctrinated, right? Because sometimes they really depend on what's written in the Bible. And if the Bible is lying to us, certain parts are lying to us, which I have no proof of, you know, it would be upsetting. I speak to a lot of waked, and not woke, but waked up religious people that said, Bruce, you talk about aliens, they can absolutely exist, and it does not take away my belief in of the system of God, system and whatnot. And as I like to always say, a lot of religious people are always telling me that God created everything in the universe. Well, of course, and he also created the aliens, is what I believe. So no matter what's out there, you know, demons or not, like people talk about, oh, the demons are going against God and stuff. What do you mean they're going against God? He created them. He created everything, right? He didn't create them as devils, but they maybe became devils. Maybe devils develop from good angels and they become, you know, bad devils. You can say that I'm a nut for saying that, but in reality, Satan is supposedly God's number one angel. By the way, he was the smartest one, and they said he was the most beautiful one, apparently. And he turns around and they portray him with horns. And I don't know, it's just a little weird, Doesn't look like a beautiful angel, does he? There are some scary angels too, by the way. When you look up some of the angels in the Bible, pretty scary angels. When you look at the parts where they describe what the angels look like, some of them are pretty ferocious. They're monsters. They're monstrous. They have different animal heads and bodies and stuff like that. It's screwed up. Robert Surfer, thanks again for being here. Our skies today. Thanks again. I am going to get off. You think tons of dust is landing on our sun? Trillions of tons. Suspicious observers said that in a dust field. I'm looking at a suspicious observer. That's a Lucky Channel, that guy. Yes, live at my birthday, February 15th. So the next stream is actually on February 15th, if I'm not mistaken. If we are Friday the 10th today, I mean Saturday the 11th, Sunday the 12th, Monday the 13th, Tuesday the 14th, Wednesday the 15th at 5 o'clock. And I'll be on here for my birthday with you all to have a chat, just straight up chat about space and stuff. Always, I can only imagine what's going to happen in the news from now to Wednesday. Don't forget, we are in February. Revelation says that God, when he comes down, is going to come down like a thief in the night, and it will be in May. So we're good till May. I always think of May. Something about to happen in May. Kendra, you're so kind. Thank you so much. Of your humbleness and the way you disclose the facts about our universe. Thank you so much for appreciating my theories. A true cornerstone in our community. Love you, Kendra. Wow. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, our skies today. Thanks for being here as a member also, all of you. Amazing help that you guys give the channel. Hey, guys, I'm new here in this where the Truth Seekers hang out. RP, you're more than welcome. Hope to see you around the community at the same time, watching the videos and all. And you're more than welcome to join the conversations. Whether you're subscribed or not, there's no obligation. But if you are interested, RP, in the videos, and when I tell you that they're some of the most revealing videos of the moon you'll ever see, the way I explain it, if you agree with me, take the time to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'd love it. Dogs Against ATF, before I get off here. Hello, Bruce. Trying to find out what our military shot down, but it was ice cream time for Biden. Yes, he will call back. Absolutely. Probably even maybe never know what was shot down. I don't really like the fact that all these objects are coming over our country. It really is scary. So, guys and mods and everything, I really thank you. Nobiyama Izio telescope was responsible for Fukushima. Sorry for caps. No problem for the caps beyond level motion 2. Nobiyama Izio telescope. You see that I did not do any research in checking anything that was going on at the same time of Fukushima and stuff, but that's a bit scary. So beyond level motion 2, could it be that it was a deliberate thing? Fukushima, that's a little scary. Thanks for letting us know. The radio telescope 10-4, Arecibo closed in Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. They closed down Arecibo when a year after it received a message from space. Yeah, man, I hear you. Proof. Vitamin C, absolutely, Stu. I'm packing them in. Hey, Peter Benton, everyone. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for the generous contributions. Yes. Hey, Rich Birch. I heard the transmission of a pilot that was observing the first balloon and said that it dropped and rose thousands of feet in seconds. Wow. Bunch of corrupt asses in China. Eh? It was an unmanned vessel that was being controlled, an object that was being controlled. In Montana, some guy filmed it, a regular guy, okay, filmed it in Montana stationary in the sky. So if they filmed it stationary in the sky in Montana, that's probably why they mention it to us, because it's probably something that they weren't going to mention to us. Absolutely incredible. Ladies and gents, I'll talk to you all really, really soon. Please forgive me for all the people that I missed. As for the comments, it's always near impossible to get to all the comments, but I love you guys for taking the time to leave all the comments and everything. Orfeo Treshula, thanks again for stopping by. Lisa Eckerly, Lisa B, and everyone. Peter, Gate Smasher, Julie. I mean, I can't even name it all because there's always some that I miss. Thank you so much for the generous contributions and the other generous contributions that I got at the beginning of the stream. Peter Benton and a whole bunch of you. I really thank you for everything. I'll be live on my birthday, so you guys can check that out. OBX Arm is here, just checking in with the rest of the crazies. Yeah, boy. Sorry I missed you guys. Joel Burgess again. Thanks for being here. Yeah, C40. The C40 bill is the worst bill. The C11 bill also, man, Joel. C11 is really affecting us creators here in Canada. I'm telling you, some shit's going to hit the fan this week. I'll be keeping you all up to date on what's going on. Something's telling me from now to Wednesday that something's going to happen in the news that we'll be streaming before Wednesday. I don't know. I think shit's going to hit the fan. Something's going to happen. Be watching for the news about the sun, guys. I'm really worried about it. I'll be filming it the minute I can again to be taking a look at some of the sunspots. Those of you that are members, take the time to look at the last video I posted. Was the sun a couple of days ago that was already starting to be aggressive. Right. Thank you so much, everybody, for the beautiful support here. And I hope to talk to you all in the community or comment sections. And thanks to all new subscribers who are taking the time to subscribe to the channel to help this community grow. I'll talk to you all this evening and tomorrow.